Alright, what's going on guys? Welcome back to the Cigars of London YouTube channel. Today bringing you two very different non-Cuban cigars. Mine one was kindly picked up for me by a friend of mine, Jonah, and Christos, who kindly gave us the Traveller cigars, picked up your one, didn't he?
He did indeed.
So mine is the Macanudo, I think I'm saying that right, 6 by 60 ring gauge. Absolutely massive cigar.
It looks like a beast. Mine is a 4.75 by 60.
Yeah.
I've never smoked a 60 ring gauge cigar, so let's see how that goes. Mine is called Joya de Nicaragua, and it's the Antano. So we will see.
These are, do you know what, that's, my cutter's kind of broken even more since our last videos. That's the problem with non-Cuban cigars. We need to learn how to pronounce the names.
Yes, indeed.
So, just smelling my cigar, and also it's really blunt,
It's
isn't
so
it?
blunt. I had to like put two hands on it and then
I'm going to also put some close-ups of these two cigars on this
They're
video.
really beautiful, so
They
are stunning, aren't
absolutely amazing, yeah. This one, I've got a bit of tobacco in my mouth. This one's very seamless, and your one's got a really nice dark Enduro style wrapper.
It looks lovely.
Minimal veins, really nice build, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks a little bit oily as well.
Yeah, so I'm going to go straight in because I'm not sure how long it's going to take. I'm going to not get this one too hot. I'm going to hold the lighter a nice distance away. And I've got a feeling I'm going to be here for a long, long time.
Me too.
I've got some notes here as to where everything is from this cigar, because there's no way I'll remember everything. So I'll get to that in just a minute. Huge cigars.
Looking forward to this. This has been like a kind of, I suppose, a recommendation by Christos,
Yeah.
good friend of ours. So we will see.
Get that nice and warm.
It's never near it, is it?
Definitely need to invest in a new cutter, because I've just got so many bits in my mouth.
I know.
So I'm gonna.
So yours is quite a big blend, isn't it? It's got 3 different types.
Yeah.
bits and
So
pieces.
the wrapper is. Do you know what? I don't even want to say it because I'm gonna say it all completely wrong. Olacho San Austin is the wrapper. The binder is Honduran, and the filler is Dominican, Honduran, and Nicaraguan. So hopefully I said and pronounced those things right, because I'm not completely sure.
You did well on Nicaraguan. I can't do that.
Sometimes it's difficult finding everything you need to know about a cigar online, because some of these cigar websites are so old and need updating. It's hard to just find a simple bit of information.
So I'm really looking forward to this because, firstly, I don't think I've smoked a cigar this big before, and secondly, I've heard a lot about the Joya cigars, so yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Alright, so let's get into these. We're going to get back to you guys in a few minutes when these have had a chance to heat up and develop, and we'll see how we're getting on. Alright, and welcome back to part 2 of the video. We're at the halfway mark now. I'm surprised by this cigar as to how quickly it's actually burnt. I thought this was going to burn really slowly and be like a 2-3 hour smoke for me. But already at the halfway mark, it's going really well. I'm enjoying it. Great, thick, smooth smoke output. Flavours. It's very light. It's a nice earth, hay, like grassy tones coming through. Not what I'd normally go for from a cigar, but very enjoyable. I'm enjoying that 60 ring gauge, and I kind of like the fact that it's not taken too long to get through this cigar. How are you getting on with yours?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it actually. So it's not as much of a struggle for me having the 60 ring gauge because there's a slight torpedo edge, so that's quite easy in my mouth. In terms of the cigar itself, I'm not getting too many flavors jump out. It's a nice, but that's a nice thing. It's a nice smooth cigar. I'm getting a little bit of like licorice maybe. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. The smoke output is interesting. It's one of the lightest I've had in a while. It's like a little bit silky, like silky clouds of smoke, which is interesting. It's quite pretty. Loving the band as well, very cute from this brand. But yeah, all good so far.
Got some of that. It's never a good idea because my mouth's watering now. So, this cigar online is about £15. That's so nice. Anyway, right. I think we're back in the room now.
What's this one?
I have absolutely no idea.
There's a recommendation to me, and like I said earlier, and I think they got it spot on actually. Yeah, really nice.
What I was trying to say there, with a mouthful of chocolate, is that this cigar online is about £15. If you wanted a 6x60 ring gauge Cuban cigar, not that they're really available, you're looking at £35 to £40. Now, I was talking off camera, and you might have seen, if you follow me on, follow Cigars of London on Instagram, you would have seen that I'm planning on making a video called "Are Cuban Cigars Worth It?" And I'm looking forward to trying that little concept out, because I had loads of people on Instagram messaging me saying, yeah, of course they're worth it, like, don't be so stupid, what a stupid question. But then I also had the same amount of people saying Cuban cigars are absolutely not worth it. The reason I wanted to make the video...
Proper split though, isn't it?
Yeah, like... of course. The reason I wanted to make the video is because just recently, every other Cuban cigar I've had has been a bad one. And they're not cheap. You do pay a premium for a Cuban cigar, whether they're special releases or not. But I'm not going to talk any more about it. We'll wait until the video, but it should be a good conversation to have.
On that note, I think it's like super like split, because you've got some like avid fans out there of one and the other, and I think it's going to be a really interesting topic to talk about, because you're going to get die-hard Cuban fans and you get die-hard non-Cubans, so we'll see. It's going to be an interesting topic.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to making that video. So what other flavours am I getting from this? Honestly, it's like a barnyard kind of flavour. What I mean by that is the hay, the grass. It's an earthy cigar. I'm really enjoying the smoke output. It's thick, it's dense. But this isn't a full-bodied cigar like I thought it might have been just by looking at it. It's definitely on the mild side, which is interesting because I just wouldn't expect a 60x60 ring gauge cigar to be mild.
Don't judge a book.
But it is. It's not hitting me. It's not making me feel like dizzy or overly relaxed. I feel like I could enjoy one of these whilst doing some work, which is a cool thing to be able to do, have a cigar whilst doing some work without it like melling you out too much. So yeah, it's going well so far.
Yes, I'm really enjoying mine. Yeah, as similar to you, this isn't I think they call this, or they market this as a full-bodied. I'm gonna leave it to the end or the last third
it might
to give
pick up.
you my thoughts on that, because right now, no, it's like medium to full, but definitely more on the medium side to full. So we'll see. We'll see.
Cool. All right, so we're gonna leave it another few minutes, get into the final third of these cigars, and we'll catch you at the end. All right, welcome back to the third and final part of the video. We're just gonna quickly summarize our experience with these two very interesting cigars. Have you found it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed mine. It definitely surprised me. I thought it was going to be a little bit harder to smoke generally, because it was, much bigger than I've ever smoked before. I thought it was going to be a little bit stronger than it was. Yes, it's a medium to full, I can finally summarise. Earlier on in the video I wasn't quite sure whether it was medium or full, but it's a bit both. Not getting a lot of flavours, getting like, what would I say, a bit of licorice still, a little bit of like, quite hay-like actually. You were mentioning yours was like that, and I'm with you there with mine. But that's it. I've read a few people say that, you know, they get a lot of pepper from it, but I've not got that at all. Not at all. So, yeah, more like sort of very light wood or like dry grass kind of feeling, and licorice very slightly. But yeah, really enjoyable. Definitely would go back to one of these. Definitely. How about you?
As for mine, I've enjoyed the entire experience. As you can see, I'm still going here. I'm still on the final third of this cigar. And I wouldn't normally smoke this far down, but I think with the bigger ring gauge, it's not super hot on my tongue, which is nice. It enables me to smoke more of the cigar, whereas with the smaller ring gauge, you get a lot more of the heat, a lot more of the smoke directed more onto your tongue. But with the bigger ring gauge, it disperses throughout your mouth nicely. So you get a nice burst of flavours all the way through this. It's been very earthy. I've got a lot of hay. Like I said in part 2 of the video, it's like a barnyard kind of flavour. It's nice, it's very pleasant. It's got a slight sweetness to it. And yeah, it's definitely delivered for a 15-pound cigar. It's been a big, heavy smoke output. It's still mild cigar for me. But yeah, I've enjoyed the whole experience. It's definitely delivered. So yeah, I would go back to another one of these. It is a big cigar, but as I also mentioned in part 2, it's a nice cigar that you could have with work. It's not the sort of thing that you'd want in the evening, because it's not mellowing me out. I still feel fine, but it's definitely delivered. It feels like I've smoked a cigar, and what I mean by that is like you can taste it. It's got a really nice tobacco aftertaste, and yeah, it's been a whole experience that I've really enjoyed. So let's give some 10 out of 10s.
So I'm gonna give mine. I'm gonna give it a 9 actually. I'm gonna give it a 9. Very strong
Cool.
strong score.
Awesome. I'm probably gonna be up there with the 9s or 10s. The burn has been amazing. The ash held on really well. In fact, it fell over me at one stage, which was quite funny, because at the time we had a picture on Instagram, didn't we, of a guy who had dropped ash all down him. So burn, consistency, construction, build, the aesthetic of the cigar, the flavours, everything is delivered really well. I'm going to give it a 9.5.
Just quickly while you're doing that, just quickly, I'm going to say the draw is ever so slightly tight, and I think it's the torpedo shape. That's generally what I get usually from torpedo shapes. But it's not too tight. I'm still enjoying it. I haven't had to like pierce it through the middle or anything like that, or cut any more of it, but it's definitely, I tried a bit of yours earlier, and his was a lot easier to draw. So yeah, that's the only thing that I would say about this one, that it wasn't as great, but yeah, still
there is
great.
minimal resistance on this, and that's why it surprised me that the burn was so good. You can still see it's razor sharp. I've not had to touch it up a single time. It did go out once, but we were chatting, so it's no fault of the cigar. So yeah, strong 9.5 out of 10. Very, very good cigar for the price bracket as well. So yeah, awesome. I'm glad I finally had a cigar that I enjoy. So we're going to end the video there. Thanks for watching. As usual, please comment, like and subscribe. If you want to share this video with any of your friends, that would be great. It will really help the YouTube channel grow. The more likes we get, the more comments we get, the faster everything's going to progress, and we can
do more cool things for you guys.
Yeah, exactly. So again, thanks for watching.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.